At breakfast, Mom said, "Your sister's twins will take your room, they need more space to grow." As I opened my mouth, Dad slammed his glass and said, "Agree or get out of this house." I just nodded. A week later, I bought the house next door, watched them fall apart, and said, "Good morning, every day, Pratt 2. Then 2. Then the changing table. I stepped around it at night like a guest in a museum of my own childhood. The posters were still on the walls, curling at the corners. My old soccer trophy stood crooked on the shelf next to a bottle warmer I'd apparently paid for. The night before the breakfast, I worked late on a custom order. A husband wanted a cake that looked like the first book he and his wife read together. It took me 4 hours to get the fondant right. While I worked, my phone lit up with family texts. "Mom, don't forget breakfast. 8 a.m. Sabrina, can you bring cinnamon rolls? Dad, be on time." I stared at the screen. "No, please. No, thank you." First instructions. I brushed it off because brushing it off is a skill now. I boxed the cake. I set my alarm. I went to the house I grew up in and slept on a mattress half covered by diapers I'd paid for. Then the morning. The sentence, "Your sister's twins will take your room." The glass slammed, "Agree or get out." After, Mom started listing logistics like we were at a staff meeting. "We'll move your boxes to the garage," she said. "They'll mold in the garage," I said. "Then take them to your shop, you're always there." Sabrina finally looked up. "It's not personal, Chris. The babies need space." I stared at her. "Where am I supposed to sleep when I close at midnight and can't drive home?" She tilted her head like asked for a pony. "You can crash on the couch. The couch is Dad's throne. The couch is where complaints live." I pictured myself curled up there, listening to him breathe and judge. I pictured the spreadsheet. I pictured the blazer receipt. "Okay," I said again, my voice small. "Okay." I drive into the bakery after breakfast. The word, "okay," felt like a stone in my mouth. I'm parked. I went inside. I stood behind the counter and watched light crawl across the tile floor. My phone buzzed. "Sabrina, can you send 300 for the car seats? Sale ends today." I didn't answer. I put my phone face down next to the register. A customer came in. I smiled on autopilot and filled a pastry box. When they left, I pulled out my phone again. Missed call from Mom to missed call from Dad to 2 of. Text, "Mom, it's settled then. Start moving your things. We'll rent a storage unit if you insist, but you'll cover it." I stared at those words for a long time. Settled. Like someone had slammed a gavel. Like I wasn't a person in the room, just a line item. Something in me moved. Not loudly. Not dramatically. Just shifted. The breaking point wasn't a shout. It was a Sunday lunch a week later. Chicken. The twins sleeping. The house smelled like rosemary and baby shampoo. I brought a tart because that's what I do when I don't know what else to do. Dad started without preamble. "We found a contractor. You'll write the check. We'll pay you back when the market stabilizes." "How much?" I asked. 40. 42 with permits. 4,200. I played dumb because I wanted to hear him say it. 1,000, he said like I was slow. Mom chimed in. "And while we're at it, Sabrina and the babies will move into your room this week. We need you to get the rest of your things out tonight. Your childhood stuff can be tossed. It's clutter." "Tossed," I repeated. "My stuff is clutter." Sabrina sipped her water. "Chris, can you not make this dramatic? You don't even use the room." Then, like an afterthought, "Also, daycare waitlist fees came through. Can you spot me $600